This unfortunate event underscores the gravity and urgency surrounding such violent incidents. Ellis faces multiple serious charges, including aggravated murder and attempted murder, yet her defiance in court and unwillingness to cooperate raise significant concerns regarding her mental state. This reluctance invites speculation about the underlying psychological issues at play. The victim's father expressed profound sorrow and rage throughout the court proceedings, pleading vehemently for no bail for Ellis. This emotional testament not only highlights the devastating impact on the victim's family but also emphasizes the need for justice in such cases. The court's decision, influenced by precedents set in previous capital cases, established a clear gravity regarding Zaire's actions. This serves to reflect Florida's stringent legal framework surrounding murder and the imposition of the death penalty. Another notable case that emerged is that of Taylor Shabbos, who was implicated in the gruesome murder of her boyfriend. This case starkly highlights the disturbing nature of domestic violence and its far-reaching repercussions on individuals and society. During her interrogation, Shabbos provided a troubling account of her drug-induced state and the sequence of events leading to the murder, thereby raising critical questions about accountability. This situation underscores the intricate relationship between substance abuse and the manifestation of violent behavior. Shabbos's admission of violent tendencies prompts inquiries into her psychological state, particularly as she articulated a profound love that ultimately led to destruction. This contradiction reveals a complex emotional landscape that warrants deeper analysis. The trial revealed a horrific crime scene, as investigators detailed the grotesque manner in which the body was mutilated and dispersed across various locations. This grim reality serves to emphasize the sheer brutality inherent in such violent acts. Shabbos's tumultuous behavior in court, including an attack on her own attorney, further illustrates her unstable mental state during the proceedings. This chaotic moment adds layers of complexity to the legal challenges she faces. Blair's courtroom outbursts displayed her intense emotional response as she confronted accusations from her children's fathers. These heated exchanges poignantly highlight the turmoil surrounding ongoing custody hearings amidst the backdrop of serious allegations. The shocking and gruesome details of the murders disclosed during the trial laid bare the depths of Blair's violence. Her own confessions recounted horrifying methods of torture inflicted upon her children, further complicating the narrative of parental responsibility. Blair's sentencing to life imprisonment followed a severe admonition from the judge regarding her failure to safeguard her children. This case raises substantial questions about parental duty and the dire consequences of neglect and abuse. Lane's courtroom antics, particularly his choice to wear a t-shirt emblazoned with the word killer, starkly illustrated his apparent indifference towards the suffering of victims' families. This behavior elicited shock and disbelief among those present. The trial of O'Neill involved the disturbingly traumatic experience of questioning his son, which compounded the child's emotional distress as he recounted the horrific events. This situation highlights the profound emotional toll that violent crimes exact on families. Both of these cases reflect broader societal issues surrounding mental health and accountability within the legal framework. They provoke critical discussions on the handling of defendants who exhibit a complete lack of remorse, thus impacting notions of justice and rehabilitation. Swanson's composed demeanor during his arrest sharply contrasts with the brutality of his crimes, illuminating a chilling disconnect between his actions and emotional responses. This dissonance raises critical concerns regarding his psychological well-being. The defense's assertion of insanity draws attention to systemic shortcomings in addressing mental health, particularly among youth. Swanson's untreated psychological conditions contribute significantly to his violent tendencies, underscoring the urgent need for improved support systems. Victim statements made during sentencing lay bare the profound emotional ramifications for families impacted by violent crimes. These personal narratives powerfully underscore the necessity for justice and accountability amid such tragic circumstances. In advocating for a substantial bail amount, the prosecution underscored Ferguson's history of violence and the associated risks of him fleeing. The judge concurred, imposing a daunting bond of $10 million, reflecting the seriousness of the charges. During the sentencing phase, a friend of the victim delivered a poignant statement, highlighting the profound emotional ripple effects of the murders on the children and the broader community. This testimony illuminated the enduring emotional trauma resulting from Ferguson's actions. Judge George articulated grave concerns regarding Ferguson's mental state, indicating a fundamental inability to grasp the severity of his violent actions. This observation prompts critical inquiries regarding the adequacy of psychological evaluations for violent offenders. The emotional upheaval endured by the families of victims becomes starkly evident, particularly during sentencing when the mother-in-law poignantly expressed her grief and rage directed at the perpetrator. This serves to illuminate the long-lasting impact of violent crimes on the lives of loved ones. The apparent lack of remorse exhibited by the defendants during their trials raises profound questions about their psychological states. This behavior illuminates a troubling trend among certain offenders who seem incapable of recognizing the gravity of their actions. The case of Nico Jenkins serves as a chilling example of a potential mental health crisis, as he alleged that he acted under delusional commands. This raises essential discussions regarding the intersection of mental illness and criminal behavior, prompting further examination. The court's determination that Jenkins was both fit for trial and significantly dangerous underscored the serious threat he posed to society. This assessment heavily influenced the judicial decision regarding the imposition of the death penalty. Jaleel Hoskins, accused of murdering his girlfriend, exhibited erratic behavior during court proceedings, including throwing a table at the judge. This outburst starkly signifies the emotional chaos surrounding cases of violent crime. The eventual guilty plea of Hoskins to second-degree murder brought palpable relief to the victim's family, further reflecting the emotional toll that violent crimes impose on victims' loved ones and their relentless pursuit of justice.